with lightweightness and portability in mind, and that's important to me, guys, to have something that's going to be ready to go when I'm ready to use it, and lightweight enough and small and compact enough to fit in my drone bag, backpack, or just carry with me and not worry about taking up a whole lot of space. I think this is one such item. Now there's going to be a couple of different sellers, a multitude actually of different sellers on Amazon selling a similar product. This was not given to me for review. This was not given to me at a reduced cost for review. This is something I purchased on my own to use in my shop area and to take with me should I need to do any kind of mobile repairs for, say, a friend or family member that has a drone or something that needs work. So what we're looking at here, guys, is a leatherette feeling case here with the orange stitching around the orange border and then some stitching around the outside here. One thing I did notice on my particular unit though, guys, and I'll point this out now, is some frayed loose threads here on this end. So I think being nylon thread, we should be able to cut this off and just burn the end and kind of cauterize that so it doesn't unravel on us. But I thought I would point that out for you guys so you saw that. A little carry strap on the end here and a nice little nylon zipper on here too, guys. And I really apologize for this camera going in and out of focus. I'm working hard on getting better equipment, better photography equipment, so I can make better videos for you. So bear with me while my channel grows here. So let's get this opened up and I'll take a look inside here. So it's pretty nicely laid out, guys. We have a pretty comprehensive kit here, it looks like. What we're greeted with is obviously the pen itself. Now this is a 60-watt pen, and this is has a little potentiometer on here, which will let you dial in different temperatures depending on the thickness and the composition of the solder that you're using. So I think that's kind of cool. It's a nice slim feeling pen. You also have a little rubber end on here for grip and an aluminum little knurled screw to replace the tips on here, which I think is kind of cool. Also the cord feels nice too, guys, kind of a rubberized feeling cord. So I don't think anything is really too inferior as far as the build on this goes. We'll set that aside for now. You're also getting the stand for this, guys, so when you're not using the soldering iron and it's hot, you're not laying it on the table and possibly burning yourself or someone else. And the stand's going to come in two pieces here, guys. So we have the spring itself, which the soldering iron would be inserted into, and then the base. So there are two nuts on this threaded rod right here. The first one would come off, and then we would put this threaded rod through the hole on the base and then screw that nut on the bottom and tighten everything down. And I'll do that in a little while, show you guys the complete kit set up. We'll set that off to the side for now. We are getting a sponge that fits in that little tray in the front there. Now obviously this is not activated, so we'd have to get this wet, and it will expand for cleaning the solder tip. Five different size and style tips for the soldering iron itself. A couple of different wedges on here, a couple of different point tips, kind of a nice little package to have there. We are getting a desoldering pump here, guys. Bear with me while I get this out of here. So we're getting a desoldering pump as well. Now this is not really heavy duty. It's going to be medium to light duty for small electronic work. I think this is going to work just fine. It has an aluminum barrel, plastic end on here, pretty much all plastic up on this end as well, and then our plunger and our release button right here. So that looks like it's a pretty decently made for its application. We are getting two different size tweezers here as well, guys. We're getting a curved tip tweezer and a straight tip tweezer for holding wires, that type of thing. Now these do have a black coating on them, and I'm not going to say that these are electrically insulated, so be very careful. Don't trust these to be electrically insulated at all. So if you're working on anything that has live electricity, which I don't recommend doing to begin with, use caution when using these near any live electricity. So we'll set those aside as well. And then we are getting a small tube of multi-alloy. I believe this to be non-lead based solder. Some people out there will say, well, this doesn't flow as good as the lead based solder. It really does. It depends on, a couple of things. Now you want to make sure that when you're using non-lead based solder that you're using a non-lead based paste flux, and that's just really important. I've been using non-lead based solder for many years and haven't had any problems with that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set out in front here and show you what the whole kit looks like set up. Setup is pretty easy on this, guys, but if you're new to it, they did include a little user manual, two-page, actually one-page, two-sided user manual here. So if you're new to it, the Chinese to English translation on here is kind of funny in some spots, but I think the pictures on here and some of the verbiage is easy enough to understand. You should have no problem setting this up and getting going with that. So that's kind of cool that they included that with it as well. This is a complete kit here, guys. So you're getting everything you need. You get a 60-watt variable temperature pen. You're getting the stand for it. You're getting a sponge. You're getting 5 different tips, 2 tweezers, 1 curved and 1 flat, non-lead based solder, and a desolder pump along with the case for $20. Now to me that seems like a pretty darn good value. It's all going to matter how this thing performs going forward. Is it going to be one of those disposable tools? I don't know. I plan on doing some testing on this real soon. I'm going to be doing a modification on a drone transmitter, adding a antenna to it, and I will let you know when that happens. As I'm doing that modification, I will give commentary on the actual pen and the equipment that we're using. I'm going to be using everything you see in front of you and giving it kind of a review as I'm using it real time. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It really helps my channel out a lot. See y'all in the next one, and God bless the Republic.